Gary Vlog at Home video replying to your too silly video. I've cut a couple of things out of it which I think might help in explanation of why we can't get our minds a bit closer on this one. I've got a short one and then a long one, and then I'll do the short one again to repeat, because I think the short one, the first one I'm going to play, it shows me clearly the mental block that still exists there in New Jersey. I'll play it now.
You feel like sometimes you're the actor and sometimes you're watching other actors or listening to other actors acting. And that is all there is. It's only the actors, and there's no one principal actor, there's no one principal director.
There is one principled observer. I mean, the conscious observation sensation is happening.
Okay, now, I've forgotten exactly what you did say, but besides this slight wordy slip over principle, which sounded a bit like principled, what you are saying is there is one principle person behind the consciousness watching the things happen. And if that's not what you mean about that one principle thing, what do you mean by that one principle thing? And I think this is our main problem. And what I've been trying to do with all these dwarves and puppets and actors is show that there is no one principled one. They are just various. And that's the most important thing to grok, the variousness of it. Because as soon as, or most people kind of, if they ever think about this thing, do believe that there is one principal thing that these voices, let's say the voices in the head, that I'm calling actors now, the actors, the voices in the head are speaking to the one principal thing which they would describe as the I. Now, we've gone a long way past that I thing, so it can't be that. But still in the back of your mind somewhere, that was enough to bring this comment forward, is this idea that there is a one principal thing that presumably is sitting in the audience and the actors are acting for. And if it's not that what you mean, what do you actually mean by this one principal thing? Because that is a real sticking point that I think we have to get over. Yeah? So I'll leave that with you, because that's the big bridge. Yeah? Okay. I'll go on to the second one. I think I can enough remember that.
And they go, oh, really moved by that stunning reproduction, what do they do? What do they...
Yeah, so, but isn't, again, that's just kind of bullshit, because we know actors are acting, right? I mean, we know that when somebody's pretending to die in the movies, they're not really dying. You know, they really don't have a sword in their chest. And the blood that might spurt out of their nose or something has been, you know, there's a little machine spurting the blood out. So we know it's fake, okay? We know that's fake. What's happening inside our brain, again, when the pain thing is happening, there's not somebody reading a script going, ouch, 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 ooh, ooh, oh, ow, 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 ooh, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, 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 ow. No, we know they're not doing that. All right? It's happening in my body. I can feel the damn pain. I'm not reading pain script. I'm producing pain.
It's where you talk of the actors. When we see a movie, we know the actors are really acting. And then you say, but the brainium, the brain, is not reading a script and acting, it's really doing it. But if you can open up your mind to this sort of thing. The packets of information coming in for Big Red Truck, electrochemical, whatever they might be, and the packets of information coming up the backbone saying legs have just been cut off by a chainsaw. It doesn't know about chainsaw. That's got to be linked with other information coming from the eyes, electrochemical. But those coming up can be imagined to be a script that the brain reads. Now, hello, I'm jumping in because I'm editing the video now, and I realise here that I've used the word read, and I can see now the word interpret would be a much better word to have been used. So the brain, the electrochemical script comes up, and the brain interprets that electrochemical script, or for keep the analogy going, the actors interpret the electrochemical script. Okay, so interprets is much better than read. Bye. I think that's actually not a bad analogy. Now, you've attacked it by saying that we know that the brain's really doing it, and at the end you've got this strange thing, I forget exactly what you say.
It's happening inside our brain. Again, when the pain thing is happening, there's not somebody reading a script going, ouch, 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 ooh, ooh, oh, ow, 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 ooh, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, 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 ow. No, we know they're not doing that. All right, it's happening in my body. I can feel the damn pain. I'm not reading pain script. I'm producing pain.
About the brain is creating pain. I should really go and listen to it, but it'll be there for everybody else to hear. I'll do it before and afterwards or something, so it's perfectly clear. But I don't think it's a bad analogy to start with that we could discuss, that these packets of information for red truck and legs being cut off with a chainsaw coming into the brain as packets of, let's do electricity so we can think a bit computer or chemical, because they are electrochemical actually. The brain is reading them as though it was a script, and we could imagine, keeping my analogy going, which you don't have to follow, of course, is that it's like to prompt teleprompter that Obama reads, or a prompt thing on the stage. And the actors don't know what to do on the stage. They read what to do off the stage. It's coming up in bits and bytes, but they can read bits and bytes of information. And they read Big Red Truck and act accordingly. Legs being cut off by a chainsaw, they see it on the directions on the stage and act out accordingly, because we actually know that the actors are not being harmed, and there isn't a principal thing to be harmed either. We know that, we've gone that far, and I'm not saying it should happen, obviously, but we know it's not happening. Nothing is actually being harmed. There is only acting going on. So I don't think it's actually a bad idea to have that as an analogy, to say the actors on the stage are seeing the information coming up in bits and bytes for the things that are going on via the eyes, nose, feeling and all that, and then they act it out. Because if you're going to try and stick with in any way, what are you going to say about this pain stuff? It is, to the best of our physics knowledge, only bits and bytes really going up there. So we've got to think there's got to be a reader of those bits and bytes of information going up there. So it might as well be the actors, and then they act out appropriately. And we know that the actors obviously are not being harmed by this. Now, I think that this is a rational thing to say. So I'll leave it there as a rational thing to say. But it's very, I'd even if you don't like that analogy of the kind of teleprompter analogy, I think it's very important for you to say what you mean by the one principle thing, because that is a very big sticking point.
And that is all there is. It's only the actors, and there's no one principal actor, there's no one principal director.
There is one principled observer.
Okay, so I'll carve this into some sort of a video and leave it with you. Thank you, bye.